Okay, we're up, we're on. So I'm going to call this meeting of the Board of Selectmen to order August 11, 2015. And I do want to say before we start the meeting that we are making history in terms of the Board of Selectmen, that we are doing remote participation with Selectman Conlon. So, Katie, how you doing?
Fine, thank you, Tom. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine.
Good, thank you.
Okay, so the first order of business is, let's see, we don't have any minutes to approve, so it's confirmation of future meeting dates, and obviously we have a meeting next Tuesday, and then September 1st, is that?
Yes, September 1st, September 15th, and September 29th.
Okay, is that okay with everybody?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. All right, item 4 on the agenda is approval of current payroll and vendor warrants.
I'll make a motion that we approve the current payroll and vendor warrants.
I'll second the motion.
Motion been made and seconded. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all is in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous. Okay, item 5 is citizen speak. Seeing there are no citizens, we'll move on to item 6. Item 6 was going to be a discussion of the Hillside Street project, buyer with Todd Hamilton. That was the primary reason for this meeting tonight. I just want to, just because it is so important, just say a couple of real quick things about it, nothing. But it was at Mr. Hamilton's request that the selectmen agree to enter into negotiations for a local initiative if the present proposal to develop up to 12 single-family homes on his property at Hillside is appealed by either the abutters, the neighbors, or if the ZBA denies a variance to build the project. As you recall at our last meeting, we urged Mr. Hamilton and the neighbors to continue negotiations and try to find a solution that would be agreeable to all parties. Over the past week, both parties have done just that. I heard from Mr. Hamilton today. He indicated that they had made substantial progress towards a mutually favorable agreement. However, more time is needed to work out the details and get all parties to agree. Mr. Hamilton asked that we postpone our discussion until our next meeting and give the parties the time needed. I suggest that we do that. I also want to urge Mr. Hamilton and the neighbors to negotiate in good faith and come to an agreement that will be mutually beneficial to the town and all interested parties. The selectmen do not want to intervene in this situation, but we are all very concerned about the future of this property and the ultimate impact on the Hillside neighborhood and the town as a whole if this agreement is not successfully worked out. While I cannot speak for my fellow selectmen, I am prepared to seriously consider Mr. Hamilton's request if this situation is not resolved in short order. And that's all I have to say about it, but so unless anybody else has anything else they'd want to add, I suggest that we just take a vote to continue this discussion to next week.
I have no objection to that.
I don't have any objection either.
Okay, so we're all in favor. I don't even think we need a vote on that. We'll just put it on the agenda for next week. And hopefully, it won't be required. Hopefully, the neighbors will have will have come to an agreement. So, let's see. Item 7 on the agenda is the town administrator's report.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, the only thing I would have to report is the clock dedication next Tuesday, August 18th at 11 a.m. down in Milton Village. We're going to have the 350th committee there to thank them for their generous gift. And it kind of brings that whole project to closure. So we will be honoring the 350th for their generous gift next Tuesday, 11 a.m.
Looking forward to it.
Looks great too, by the way.
It does. It looks really nice, especially when you go by at night and you see the face
Beautiful.
of the clock. It's
Did a great job.
gift.
Since this is a short meeting, and I noticed Mr. Collins walked in, we already went by citizen speak, but if there's something you'd like to say.
No.
Okay, you're just listening?
I understand the neighborhood is in discussion, which I was aware of.
Yes.
I didn't know that we were not supposed to show up for the meeting tonight.
Well, it wasn't any of our doing not to show up, but we did agree to postpone our discussion until next week.
But in my opinion, what I can say is I think we've reached settlement. We're at 99.9% there.
I'm so glad to hear that.
That's great news.
That's good.
And thank you for coming and helping support.
Well, and I am pleased to be able to mention that on behalf of our neighborhood, because I can speak for our neighborhood, I'm authorized to.
That's
Great.
great.
No.
Perfect.
Mr.
Thank
Collins,
you.
we appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, item 8 is the chairman's report. I have nothing to report. Thank you. Item 9, members' report.
I don't have anything at this time.
Nor do I.
Okay. Item 10 is citizen speak responses. Really, there was no citizen speak today, so if anybody has anything to say about a prior
Well, I
citizen
think
speak.
that's positive.
That was a very
So
positive
I think,
statement, yes.
You know, that's encouraging, and
Yes.
let's hope that things can work out.
Yep.
I agree. It's good to see the neighbors and Mr. Hamilton all working together on this project.
There's no question that is the best solution.
Sure.
For everybody involved. Okay, so at this point, there's nothing else to talk about, so I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
Okay, motion been made and seconded. We're adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you, Katie.
Thank you, Katie.
Thank you both.